And the emergency services have been praised for their incredible courage in the way they responded to a man armed with a sword who attacked people in north-east London.
A 14-year-old boy has died and 4 other people were injured, including 2 police officers, before the suspect, who had been jumping over garden fences, was cornered and tasered by officers.
The Metropolitan Police Federation said the attack yesterday morning was a sad reminder of the dangers that officers face to keep Londoners safe. Here's the latest from our reporter, Louisa Pilbeam.
This was the extraordinary moment. Police officers cornered and tasered a man suspected of stabbing 5 people in a quiet residential area in an East London suburb as rush hour began and families woke up to take children to school. 22 minutes after first receiving a 999 call, police surrounded the suspect as firearms teams rushed to join them.
Easy, easy.
Shortly before, police chased the man as he climbed on roofs and tried to get into people's gardens.
Lock your doors! Lock your doors!
A 14-year-old boy had already been stabbed. He died in hospital. 2 police officers were also stabbed and needed surgery. 2 other people had knife wounds, but they are not believed to be life-threatening.
One of the guys got stabbed in the neck and he was holding his neck like that and he was like, I've been stabbed, I've been stabbed. He tried to enter somebody's house, I think, and then where I saw, people were, like police were trying to taser him, and that's where it got him down.
Earlier, the bravery of another police officer face to face as the man refused to put down his sword. Locked in their homes, other footage shows him crouching down in front of people's windows.
This is an incident which has clearly shocked everyone. And over the coming days, you will see a significant police presence in this area.
The 36-year-old suspect is believed to have been injured when he allegedly crashed this van at the start of the attack. This doorbell footage appears to show the van veering into someone in the top right-hand corner. The suspect is now in hospital under arrest. As police prepare to question him, this community is searching for answers as to how a 14-year-old boy lost his life in such a brutal way and how others were injured in such a chilling attack. Louisa Pilbeam, BBC News.
It is extraordinary, isn't it, to have such a range of footage from things like doorbell cameras of that moment. That sword-wielding man was apprehended in Hainault about this time yesterday, wasn't it, in East London.
And he had been jumping, hadn't he, across garden fences. He just jumped into this image here, as you can see, from the right-hand side. And you can see him carrying that large sword.
And then the officers get out of their vehicles and they surround him, gradually coming closer and closer. But there's a standoff, isn't there, for quite a few seconds as they warn him. More police arrive in vehicles. And then the taser is used and he falls to the ground.
There was a really disturbing moment just a few moments before this, wasn't there, where you could hear the police saying, lock your doors, shouting, lock your doors, because they were so concerned about people who were just living in that road.
And then more backup officers arrive. The man is taken away. He remains in custody today. Well, our reporter Azadeh Mashiri joins us now from Hainault with the latest, and clearly a community there in deep, deep shock.
Absolutely. I spoke to a former police sergeant here in Hainault, and he said this isn't the kind of place where something like this happens. He described it as a quiet residential area and said he can't think of anything in his own experience that compares to what happened here yesterday. Neighbours, as you just heard there, and you can see it in some of the footage, were trying to escape the danger and trying to warn each other of it, and yet still a 14-year-old boy was killed, still 4 people were injured. Now, the police do not believe that this was terror-related, they do not believe it was targeted, But still, questions come up when something like this happens. Could it have been prevented? Remember, 2 of their own officers were injured in this attack. And so far, they've been carrying out urgent checks and they have not found any evidence of the police having any prior contact with the suspect. For now, there is still an increased police presence for the community, and they, together with the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, are urging people to come forward with any additional camera footage as they try to piece together exactly what happened here.
Azadeh, thank you very much indeed. Azadeh Moshiri with the latest from Hainault.